Hi, I'm Wendy and welcome to the Mountain Farmhouse. In this video, I'm going to take you around my garden in the month of August. As it turns out, not everything worked out this year. That's the way it goes. If you have a garden, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I would like to share with you some of the things that did work this year and some of the things that didn't. Here we are next to the rhubarb bed. Now, if you saw my gardening in July video, the last tour, then you'll know that I wasn't too great with the rhubarb. I didn't stay on top of it this year, so I did have to pull a lot of it out. I was able to harvest quite a bit even with that, but what I wanted to do was get the horseradish under control, and that's something that's next to impossible. So I'll show you what it looks like right now. Okay, so as you can see, the little rhubarb in the front here, this is all kind of a little bit of a bumper crop. We get this every year. And back there, I'll try to get closer to show you, is our horseradish. And I'm trying to kind of minimize the horseradish effect. If you ever planted horseradish, you'll understand why. It sort of takes over. It really does multiply quickly, and we don't eat enough horseradish to warrant keeping it growing in here. So what we did, I'll show you some footage of us moving these rocks. It's really Joel that moved these big ones, and how we tried to kind of just enclose the rhubarb in this one section, and this other section we're just, I don't know what we're gonna do. We started to try to put some thyme in here, so we'll see if that works. Over here, we put a little hydrangea in, and it looks like it's doing okay. So that I would count as one of our success stories. This little flower garden did okay, not great. Some of the things that I planted didn't come up at all, and some things got eaten ferociously by wild creatures. So I'm going to have to do some more research on what would be good to put in this garden for next year. These cosmos are doing beautifully. I should cut some and make a bouquet. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions for me for what are some good critter-resistant annuals and perennials. This wisteria got a little out of control. With some pruning and a little bit of training, I think I should be able to get it back on track. I'm quite happy with the way the vegetable garden did this year. I didn't really plant that much, at least it feels like I didn't, and yet it really did quite well. I even got a couple of pumpkins, and I didn't think I was going to get any. I'm standing by our sunchokes. These should be ready to pick in October. Our trees didn't produce a lot of fruit. It doesn't look like we're getting too many apples, if any at all. And no pears this year, no peaches, but last year we got quite a bit. This year, on the other hand, we did well with our berries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, gooseberries, so many berries. Now at this time of year, it feels like fall, and for all intents and purposes, it kind of is. It is still quite warm during the day, but at night the temperature drops, and as you can see, leaves are starting to turn already. If you live in a warmer climate, this might not be happening to you, but this is the way it does up here. Finally, I wanted to share this kind of herb and pollinator area with you. Again, it's just bursting right now, and I love it. This is one of the things I would consider to be a success this year. Here's another part of the garden I'm so thrilled with. So many flowers and a few herbs, and it just gave us such delight this year. It bloomed several times over the course of the summer, and right now we have these dahlias that are so beautiful. Over here, that purple is a sedum, and that will stay in bloom for quite a while. It looks gorgeous in the fall. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love if you would give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I'd love it if you would subscribe and share. Thanks so much for coming by and visiting the farmhouse. We'll look forward to seeing you again real soon in the next video. Bye for now.